Oh, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And welcome to LRGA Curves. Thank you for taking your morning and coming over here and sipping some coffee with me this morning. If you're sipping your coffee, sipping your tea, waking and baking, I'm glad you're here with me. Let me turn this down a little bit. You know, I love the music. I love music. I love music. And I always play it so loud. My kids are always like, Mom, can you turn that down? And I'm always like, why? Yes. OMG. No freaking way. Philly Divas in the house. You're going to get real claps because I'm waiting for my reel to still download. Woo! That's right. That's right. Philly Divas in the house this morning, joining LRGA Curves. Thank you on this good Saturday morning. Philly Diva, you know, Philly Diva's a star, y'all. She's basically a freaking rock star out here in these cyber streets. If you know, you know. All right. All right. No, thank you for stopping by and supporting. I was a little late getting started, but, you know, technical difficulties and all. I have arrived, okay? I'm still waiting for my reel to upload because I like visuals. OMG, Monique King is in the house. You get real claps too, girl. Woo! All right. We came to play. We're here. Yes, we are. That's what it's about. All right, Monique King, thank you. I saw you sub yesterday. I appreciate you. We were over there on, was that Gabor's channel we were on? Shout out to Gabor. We love Gabor over here. Anyway, today, this morning on LRGA Curves, where if you walked in, I hope you smashed that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. And if you haven't smashed the bell, ring my bell. Ring my bell, and so you can get notified every time I upload a video. All right. Well, that's what they call housekeeping in these YouTube streets. And after you're 2 minutes in, I hear that you can swear, you can say whatever, but the algorithm, you know, does things. So I'm just gonna keep it cute and a little messy because, you know, most of the time when you're super cute, you're in a little pain. You know, either you're cinched too tight, your shoes might be a little tight. You know what I'm saying? You might have one bobby pin in your hair that's pressing your scalp ever so, or have that one piece of hair that's tugging, but you look cute though. So we all know that there's like an equal balance payoff thing for the cuteness, right? So I'm gonna keep it cute, but there's gonna be a little bit of pain because realness stings. All right. As we know from Dr. Heavenly. Okay. So today on LRGA Curves, I'm going to be recapping season 9, episode 3 of of Married to Medicine. Guys, there's so many housewives to choose from of Married to Medicine. And I am a little biased. If you don't know, you're going to find out. So I may as well just be upfront with you. I am a loyal groupie. That means I love Dr. Heavenly. I love Dr. Heavenly. And I subscribe to what she's putting out. And you know what? So if you think that people shouldn't be biased in their commentary, you're going to be disappointed because I'm super biased in my commentary. As a matter of fact, that's why I started my channel. I say in all my videos sometimes that, you know, I couldn't find anybody to agree with me on that Monique Candace situation. So I started a YouTube channel. All right. And that's just like Dr. Heavenly started her YouTube channel after she couldn't get her point across on Twitter anymore. Anyway, that's a whole separate story. Right? Talk my ish, right? That's what's up. Because, I mean, we're all here to just share our point of view anyway. If I wasn't talking to you, I'd still be talking to me. Oh, look, my little son just came in. Dave, I'm live. Can you go out? You're going to be super duper quiet? Okay. He said it'll be super duper quiet, you guys. So I guess I'll let him stay. He already knows mommy's potty mouth anyway. So if a little potty happens, don't think I'm a bad mom. I'm a real mom, you know? Anyway, so What did you guys think of the last episode of Married to Medicine? Let me get a feel for what we're feeling in here. All right. All right. And forgive me if I'm all over the place. Mama's not tacked down this morning. And I go where my thoughts carry me, and my train is off the rails sometimes. So there's no particular order to my madness. However, madness will happen. All right? It's like a Mad Hatter's tea party over here. Anyway, I've already had my coffee, if you can't tell. I've already had my coffee, if you can't tell. And like I said, whether you're drinking coffee, drinking tea, waking and baking, I'm glad you're here with me this morning, Saturday morning, the last Saturday of July 2022. And y'all heard somebody won the $1 billion. One person won the $1 billion, you guys. Did you guys get tickets? I had tickets. I got 7 tickets. None of them were winners. I'm going to go back and see if I even won like a $5 thing or something. But one person was blessed with that mega gajillion $billion jackpot. Wasn't that fabulous? I mean, you know, there's a lot to be said for playing the game, taking a risk. It only costs $2 to play and dream big. I wonder if, like, did they pray first? Did they have some kind of ritual? Did they play numbers that they always play? Or did they do a quick pick? Was it a gift ticket, or did they buy multiple tickets? Was it a man or a woman? Did they have a family? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's intriguing to me, the stories of the people who actually finally win, because sometimes you hear they already won, and sometimes you hear that they bought that ticket with their last $2. So whatever the case may be, congratulations to whoever the winner is. You are definitely the winner of the day. Okay, so that's out of the way. Oh, since my reel is still downloading, let's get into that Will Smith slap apology real quick, because that's not the topic of this video. But while I wait for the reel for the video that we're going to talk about with Marriage Medicine and everything, when I do my recap for that and everything, we can talk about this in the meantime, because it looks like I have 3 more minutes on this thing. And these are like all eye product side note, but they're like taking really super long. Is anybody else's shit just spinning, buffering so much lately? Like, anyway, okay, back on the trail. Okay. So, Will Smith did this weird monologue, acting with the actors. Let's talk to actors. And he like basically interviewed himself and told everybody what questions he thought were on our minds, and, you know, summed it up with like an apology for slapping Chris Rock. And if you know anything about LRGA curves, I am all keep your hands to yourself. Team, keep your hands to yourself over here is where I am. No matter what the age, no matter what the situation, until it's actually necessary. I'm team, keep your hands to yourself. Okay? So if somebody says words to you, it's team, keep your hands to yourself. If somebody puts hands on you, it's team, whoop that ass. You know what I'm saying? But if it's just words and motions, yes, I understand the proximity phenomena where like you're like personal space. I understand that, because I'm all about personal space. I'm all about 6 feet of personal space, actually. So, with that being said, there are some times where you need to put hands on the people and open up a good old can of whoop ass on the people. But not when people are just saying words. Not when you're doing an old lady version of the dozens. Not when you know what I'm saying? I mean, the dozens is, I'm going to say some stuff that's going to sting and probably cut to the white meat. You know? I mean, that's why I used to not play. Because I could only get like 3 your mamas in before I was crying. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, true story. So, you got to know what you're getting into, because you can't sit around and play the dozens and then be mad when you end up crying, or end up mad when you want to fight that person. But you're playing the dozens, so you can't. It's team, keep your hands to yourself over here in LRGA curves. Please. Keep your hands in the chat at all times. Okay, so with that being said, also, Will Smith's apology was really weird to me. Too much, too little, too late to ever try again. Yes, I break out into song often over here on Logic Curves. So yeah, I feel like it was just a little late. I feel like, it's been what, 6 months or something since that happened? I'm like, dude, I mean, we just finished talking about it. We just all were like, we're not going to talk about it anymore. And then here you come, because we weren't talking about it anymore, with this weird ass apology. I want to apologize to his mother. I saw a video that his mom put out. So I want to apologize to his mother. And, I tried to apologize to Chris, but he's not ready to sit down with me. And I just want to say that that's okay. Actually, you could have kept all of it to yourself, Will. There was no need to do that. And because it's just too much, too little, too late. Dude, it's been how long? Anyway, okay, let's get this over here. All right. Gonna share my video file. Here it comes. Open. There you go. All right. Okay. Here we go. Okay, this is our copyright disclaimer. Because under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips balance in favor of fair use. And let's tip it even further in the balance of fair use by saying that what we're doing over here in these YouTube streets is research. Okay, so we are falling under the purview of this copyright disclaimer, and I hope that nobody gets a strike and that I don't have to go back and edit out certain moments of what I'm about to play because it's research. Thank you. Yes, Monique King. Okay, look, my thingamajigget is here. So now I can do an official clap in for the people. Speaking of the people, that was funny when Dr. Heavenly said, I thought that bitch was Sybil. Anybody who knows Sybil, I went to try to rent it at the library. That's probably the only place I can find. Well, because I don't want to pay for it on digital, on the digitized way. So I was going to rent it from my library, my local library, the Sybil movie. It was starring Sally Field, and she had like 25 personalities or some shit, y'all. And each had a name, and she would go in and out of them. And it was because she was horribly abused as a child. And man, yeah, it was deep. So when Dr. Heavenly was like, that bitch is Sybil, I, in particular, appreciated that joke. And I think Monique King might have appreciated that joke too, because you know what? We team Heavenly up in this piece. And team Keep Your Hands to Yourself up in this please. Okay? I'm in the right place. Yes, you are. You are in the right place, and with the right place is the right time. That's right. I'm so glad Philly Diva's in the house. Monique King is in the house. Thank you guys for stopping in. And anybody else who is just in the background, I appreciate your energy, making me a better person, I'm sure. All right. Yeah, I mean, what's so hard about keeping your hands to yourself? You sign a contract to be yourself, and every other day you're not fighting. So why all of a sudden you get on the show and you want to put your hands on somebody? It seems a little fake and inauthentic trying to create a moment. Okay. All right. So my reel is ready. Let's get back at it. My reel is ready, and so am I. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Everybody this morning, I hope you guys are doing fabulous. You women are doing fabulous. They, thee, thems are doing fabulous. Thank you. All right, here we go. So, in this latest episode, this was actually an interesting episode to me because the hypocrisy of it all. If you watch my last video, we had some keywords. I love using words. I love etymology, right? And I fancy myself a wordsmith when I can remember the order of which to put them in. Okay? With that being said, I think it's really interesting that the women of Married to Medicine find themselves in situations where they do the exact same things they want to persecute the other ones for doing. And it's just interesting how often it comes up, how often it happens. It seems to be a theme of the show because it keeps happening. I'm not really sure. I don't know. And I guess it keeps happening because it happens in life, right? But does it have to keep happening like this? I don't think so. I don't know. Oh, that looks nice, son. Because it's just the hypocrisy of it all, right? So the words for today are ambush, friends, and wolf tickets, and advice. Those are the words of today. Those are the words that came to me after watching this most recent episode. And so we're going to go through and you're going to see why those words came up when they did. These words, though, that you see right here, these words right here, these right here, these words right here, these words right here were on Simone's page. And I think it's really interesting. She just posted this, Dr. Simone just posted this morning, y'all. And what does she have to say? Should you ever find yourself the victim of other people's bitterness, jealousy, lies, and insecurities, don't be mad. Remember, things could be worse. You could be them. Wolf tickets. To speak aggressively to someone without intending to back it up with violence. He's selling wolf tickets, meaning he's barking, not going to bite. A friend is a person who knows with whom one has a mutual bond of affection. Interesting. Okay, and then we have this friend, Contessa herself. And she is going to do an ambush, which is also one of the words of the day. She's going to be doing an ambush on Dr. Heavenly for the speaking of words on her YouTube channel. And all of a sudden it's a problem. And I just want us to look at this. Okay, here we are with ambush. It was an ambush. Quad was right for them to try to pretend like this was some type of intervention that was supposed to be helpful. We can see clearly it was an ambush. All right, it was an ambush. It was to suddenly attack someone after hiding and waiting for them. The exact definition of what we saw take place at Contessa's house. Yes, Contessa's house. Contessa needs to have several seats. Yes, she does. It's so absurd to me. OMG, Gabriella is in the house. Oh, and look, we have a spam bot. We have a spam bot in the house, you guys. Blocking. I blocked you. Ha. I blocked you, you spam bot. You spam bot. Blockity block. I blocked you. Like, I blocked you. You're blocked. Blockity block. Block. You're blocked. Ha. Yes, Contessa needs to have several seats. Thank you for being in the house, Gabrielle. Okay, Contessa. Yes. Spam bot. I guess I'm really making it, you guys. I got a spam bot. Or does that mean I need to get famouser? Welcome to the block party, right? I want to know why she is called Cone Tessa. Okay, it goes back to her first season where she met Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly, you know how everybody has like a country tongue at times. And Dr. Heavenly's country tongue, I guess, made her pronounce Contessa as Contessa. And so it was a huge thing that whole first season Contessa was on, because Dr. Heavenly would always mispronounce her name. And everybody was like, you're being disrespectful. She's like, no, that's the way I pronounce it, Contessa. And so then she finally started saying it right. But now that I'm a little like taken aback by her actions, I'm putting her back into her season 1 self, which was Contessa. Remember, because season 1 self, when she was on, she was beefing with Dr. Heavenly. So now we're back to her being mad at Dr. Heavenly for who knows what. Because, yeah. Convictesta. Oh, wait, you have tea? Are they going to have the people come to their house? I hope not. Oh my gosh. Because Contessa is a novelist name. Oh, okay. I did not know these things. I did not know. So, but I think that Quad was right, that they did an ambush on our girl, Dr. Heavenly. Okay? They sure did, you guys. Look at that. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with the definition that they just did to Dr. Heavenly. BTW, guys, I'm working on something very exciting and special. Very exciting and special. And, oh, thank you. Yes, that was the perfect definition of it, right, Philly Diva? So freaking spot on. To sit and wait and then attack on surprise without notice. That's what those ladies did. And only Quad and Anila were visibly upset. Dr. Jackie was like, well, I saw this was probably going to happen, so let's just go ahead and take care of it now. Get it out of the way. It's kind of like how I felt Dr. Jackie was coming off, because they did ambush her, right? Right? Oh, and then this was about friends. I think it's really important. I only put this up once, so let's look at it real fast. Because the dictionary doesn't know the meaning of friends. And if you ask me, I couldn't be more. I don't own the rights to that song. I only play a singer on Saturday nights in my mind. All right. So we have wolf tickets. We have friends. How many of us have them? We're looking at definitions, okay, so that we can carry it over to when we go back through the why Contessa's point is invalid, because as it turns out, to me, Contessa is the non-friend in all of this when we see everything. So Contessa is having an ambush with all the ladies where she wanted to take their phones at the freaking door. Like, that's some sus stuff. Was she gonna like clone their stuff and while she was at it? I don't know. And then they suddenly attacked Heavenly after hiding in the freaking theater room with snacks. Okay. Even Dr. Simone is like, okay. And look, Quad is the real one. She's like, yo, y'all need you some low down people. But here, let's look at this real fast. 7 signs of a true friend. I'm going to make it big for us. A good friend accepts you for who you are. Can I get a witness? Yes. Friends stick around during the good times and the bad. Well, a friend celebrates life with you. A true friend will make the time to see you. And then we have, what else does it say a great friend does? A real friend will tell you the truth, even if you don't like it. Okay, so in this situation with these, oh my God, Ebony M is in the house. That's what I'm talking about, people. People, Ebony M, the people. Thank you all for being here for this recap. I hope you're smashing the buttons on the way in. my beautiful curvies. I hope you're sharing this video, liking this video, doing all the things that helps the algorithm, let the people know that we are here in this beautiful curvy community, growing it every day in every way. All right. Yes, Quad definitely was her friend in that moment. Ebony M, I feel the love. That's awesome. Yeah, you feel it, right? Like this is beautiful. I feel it too, Ebony. Like I'm really like I literally get goosebumps with you guys, okay? Dr. Heavenly was ambushed. Straight up, Ebony. So, of all these definitions, a close friend accepts you for who you are. Dr. Heavenly did that with Contessa from day one, even after Contessa got mad at her that first season she was on, and also tried to fight her then too. Remember, she was trying to run up on Dr. Heavenly that season too. And now we're going to have a repeat of that later this season 9. And, but Dr. Heavenly is like, that's who she is. A friend sticks around during good times and bad. Dr. Heavenly stuck around for Contessa and these other ladies, like through their marriage stuff, no matter what. Like she has them. She places their products in her store. She's always pumping them up and sharing, knowledge with them and stuff, and us, rather. A real friend celebrates life with you. So Dr. Heavenly was celebrating Contessa's marriage when she told Contessa to STFU about talking about their marriage and him in a derogatory way. And she said her and Contessa were hanging out like twice a week. And then Contessa got her off, so did not make time to see her. And then Contessa hates the truth and loves gas, as in lighting. Okay? So she had this stupid fake thing, and I really appreciated, like I said, Quad and Anila's immediate opposition to the tactics that were going to be applied to their girl Heavenly, because they are embodying the true friendship things. They know that how Heavenly is. They're just accepting her. They're not trying to change her. They're not trying to make her a whole different person. They know she talks trash. They know they talk trash. They know everybody's done it and said it, And when Quad said it was an ambush, she did not like that. She did not like it. And look at Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Jackie. Now, truth is obviously a trigger word for these ladies, because they don't like the truth. They'd rather sit on their Instagrams and whatnots and Twitters with their drunk husbands, allegedly, and talk straight trash about their counterparts. But then when the people, such as Dr. Heavenly, get the business acumen and forethought to have a whole YouTube channel platform to do it on, and hey, while I'm here, let me do some reviews. Now they mad? Don't get mad, get even. Get your own YouTube channel. How about that? Because you definitely got your own Instagram that you use to talk trash about Dr. Heavenly et al. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what, it's just bizarre to me that they could literally sit in this room and be like, we're going to talk to you about what you said about us. When the things that they've said about her are on par with her energy. It's not the same delivery, but it's on par with the energy. We have Dr. Simone, who in her confessional dehumanizes Dr. Heavenly by calling her a beast and saying, implying that she's some kind of animal for having the emotion and passion that she has as a woman. And that's fine. Nobody says nothing about that. But when Dr. Heavenly says stuff, it's a problem.
She's going to be able to say that this is
I'm going to turn this all the way down.
She had no knowledge of what's going to happen. That's right. This is about to go real bad, honey. Have you ever seen a spontaneous combustion? Hello? I'm not saying what you're doing in terms of having.
Can you guys hear that?
Is a dirty low down thing. Well, I'm just simply saying.
And let's be clear. Her YouTube is actually an ambush.
I don't think it's an ambush, you
So,
guys.
hello. Hey, Emily, how are you? How are you? Hey, how are you? Hey, Emily. Hey, Amila.
How fake were all those ladies? Hey, Heavenly, they all had to force themselves to be like, hi. Oh my gosh. Have you ever walked in a room, you guys, and felt what Heavenly must have just felt? Like everybody had just been talking about you and now they playing fake with you? That had to be the uckiest feeling to walk in to a room of people. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Ebony. Awesome. Thanks for the feedback. I appreciate the interaction, ladies. Woohoo! Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Can you have you ever had that feeling? I've had that feeling before, and I'm not even paranoid. It really happened. Like I was like, was y'all just talking about me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not cool. That is not a cool situation. Yeah, your skin just tingles. And you can see like Dr. Heavenly, like almost the second that she did notice that, oh, this something's wrong, right? We got to see that moment. Let's see, my battery saver just gave me a warning. I don't want to lose y'all. I don't want to lose you. So let me plug us in. Got to stay plugged in, tapped in, turned on, tuned in. Those who know. Manifest your words and your life will grow. Okay, okay, okay. Stop it, Larja. Stop it, Larja. They're not here for one of your. Okay.
How you doing? I'm so happy that you're here. You're pretty. I mean, Heavenly is the prettiest one here, though. Absolutely. Right. That's everything. I love that.
I love Dr. Heavenly's freaking confidence, you guys. And I feel like they want her to not be as confident as she is. And it's a problem for them that she's so confident and always speaks such affirmation and positivity into her situations. And they feel like you know, she's faking to be perfect, but it's really that the boopies know. Hashtag Joan said no, that Heavenly is the type of woman who is all about that manifestation. And like, your words are powerful and your thoughts are powerful. So even with the funny little stuff she says, IRL, she's a positive person. So anyway, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I love it. Guess where I got this from? I know where you got it from. I recognize it.
Oh yeah, I'm
That's
all about that
Heavenly.
manifestation.
Would you like a drink? Would you like a drink?
Thank you, Ebony. I appreciate that. Um, I'm all about that manifesting energy and that metaphysical aspect of life. And I believe that, the vibration of our thoughts and the frequency of our voices together create magic in this universe. And so I'm all about like that manifesting. Thank you. I appreciate that space. Oh, she does move like she's a controlled woman, huh? Like she set this up and probably has a camera on so that Scott can watch and make sure that she actually did this to Dr. Heavenly to prove how much she loves Scott. Sounds like it could be a weird ass theory, allegedly. Yes, I think Dr. Scott is behind the ambush more so than Dr. Contessa. Yes, definitely. The reason the ladies are going after Heavenly is because she is more vocal within the group. Yeah, and there's a lot more reasons to it too. I think they're a little jelly. I think they're a little jelly that the one they thought should be the least confident, because they even knock her as just a dentist. Some of her like Dr. Simone. Has Dr. Simone ever said she's just a dentist? Anyway, I know somebody on that show has said she's just a dentist, and the people don't back her up and lift her up and support her in her. I mean, she's still got a doctor in front of it. Put some respect on her name. Put some respect on her name. Anyway, Marcus registers in the house. OMG. Thanks for being here. Marquis registers in the house. Happy Saturday. Yes, Curves. I think Dr. Contessa had to prove to Scott that she'd come after Dr. Heavenly. Yes, had to prove it. The way it just felt so overly orchestrated, even down to those stupid 5 burning candles on the table that said healing. Yeah, yeah. No, that was more like she was trying to cast a spell. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep it moving, y'all.
So we're watching a movie? I don't know. I just want the crown and coke right now. Thank you so much, though. I'm gonna put you a little bit of crown in here. You tell me how much coke you want. That's a lot of crown, but okay. That's very Thank you. So we're gonna play a little video.
Look, that was Dr. Heavenly. I mean, Dr. Jackie's real look. She was like, uh-oh.
Nobody wants to be ambushed.
Uh-oh.
Toya ain't got nothing to do but get ready. Quad ain't got nothing to do but get ready. I've seen her without makeup.
I would have started laughing too, y'all.
These women don't look no better than the others. It's all about who tried the hardest. I'm just confused. I don't know what this is. Now, I may say whatever about Toya, but for a bitch that's lazy, she did what she needed to do to get a man.
Now, I'm sorry. What she just said was funny and true. And she said she was saying the stuff in response to what they be saying about her in confessionals that everybody knows. You don't see that stuff until the show comes out. So then you have a channel where you do a review and you get to respond to either the stuff they've said on camera in confessional, which is a bigger platform than the 100,000 followers she got on her YouTube channel, but it's about a platform. You are all still talking trash about each other equally. You are tandem with one another with the energy that you come to each other with when you're talking trash, with the shade that you cast on one another. You know what I'm saying? So for you to try to single my girl Heavenly out is hypocritical. The ambush was mean-spirited and delusional, and I hope Scott had a nice time, whatever he was doing to himself when he was watching the playback, because it was all for him. It wasn't for nobody else, allegedly, in my opinion. Let's continue.
I didn't see her.
It was funny.
Ellie is so mean, girl, and so careless.
Oh my God. Can somebody get me a Candace Dillard Bassett special tissue and a tiny freaking violin while I sit here and listen to whiny Toya try to gaslight us that she said anything less trashy than what she's acting like Dr. Heavenly does? Dr. Heavenly isn't mean. She's not mean. Even though she does light up Toya's ass, maybe she is a little harsh. It's a little harsh, I guess, with Toya. She does go in on Toya, y'all. She's mean to Toya, but she's not mean to anybody else. So for Toya to act like she needs to care about how Dr. Heavenly thinks about her when they obviously don't like each other, it's like cry me a river, lady. You don't even like Dr. Heavenly, and you make that known, and you try to take credit for why she's on the show. She may have gotten an initial introduction from whoever, but 9 seasons later, she's our fan favorite because of who she is, not because of who you are, Toya. All right?
With other people. And it's not fun to watch. Why is that little girl that's insecure? I mean, her face didn't look full. I ain't making it up, I'm just saying. People do that. Well, bitch, I don't wear fillers. I'm the biggest bitch here, the prettiest bitch here. I deserve it. She, man, she be at the club, butt ass naked out there. But you know, I say she sleep with married men. Look at that. I would never. Somebody bring Steve Harvey out. The topic is things that you don't do to your friends. Let me give you a secret. Simone is a flip-flopper. She ain't started on no damn body. Saying some very hurtful things about them. And Kirkland had so much ass in his face, it got me numb the jacket for the ass to be in her face. I'm just saying. 4 years ago, y'all know that. And I ain't gonna go in the middle too bad, but the bitch ain't even got a graduate degree. And I guarantee
You guys, she has some burns. Dr. Heavenly's mind is sharp as a whip. She be coming through with the shade, okay? Now, it is harsh, but later I'm going to show you that Dr. Heavenly has her own chits, old word for receipts, um, on the situation about the trash that they've spoken equally about each other, all right?
you. The fact
A
that you
cry
are
angle,
laughing at
diva.
this,
I love it. A cry
oh,
angle.
it's on. I want Contessa to follow her heart, but she says he has not changed in 10 years. So either you got to make a change, or, and this is why she don't like to talk to me about it, shut the up about it. If your man was disrespecting you, not saying this guy to do it, men do what you allow them to do. That's absolutely right. I ain't saying shit wrong there. But he's not going to change.
Yeah, Dr. Heavenly is basically a dentist and a city girl, right? Like she's like a 305 girl. So those who know. And that's just how she is able to deliver the shade. Now, people have heard Dr. Simone. I posted the video last week. You can go back. She said equally harsh stuff. Her delivery is just more like this. And she talks to you with her voice and her nice calmness so that you are not as triggered, perhaps, as when Dr. Heavenly comes in and she's all full of energy and she's like, and she got animation for you. So it's the delivery, but the words are the same. The advice that she gives in her shade is sound advice, you know? Now, here's where it gets interesting, people. I think that this is because the ladies are jealous. I think that the reason part of them were willing to go through with this and helped orchestrate it are because, like I said, they're really jealous of how much Dr. Heavenly has surpassed them in popularity and status just with like the opportunity of the platform of Married to Medicine than they have. And here are some chits of my own. Look, so Dr. Simone doesn't even have 500,000 followers on her Instagram, you guys. And she stays on there talking trash about Dr. Heavenly and implying things. Now, because people know this is about Dr. Heavenly. And then she asked for comments. Wait, did you see that? I hope you did. She asked for comments at the top of that. She asked for comments and encourages people to like engage about the topic of Dr. Heavenly in a negative way because that was like not a positive thing to say, right? So then if we go to who did I do next? Dr. Jackie has almost 1 million followers, you guys. And she does like her doctor stuff on her page. She's followed by some people. It did not say she's followed by Dr. Simone. Interesting. I followed Dr. Simone. Anyway, so Dr. Jackie, and then I was going through because I thought it was interesting that on the post for Dr. Simone's page, we saw that she only doesn't even have 500,000 followers, but her posts get like 12,000 likes, 9,000 likes. And it's weird to me that somebody who's Dr. Jackie's status, who has almost 1 million followers, is only coming through with like 1,200 likes. That's why I was scrolling through the thing. So I was wondering about how the algorithm is treating some of the ladies. Anyway, so that was my scroll here. So then we're going to look at which doctor next. Oh, Dr. Cone Tessa, who's been doing a lot of thirst trappy videos lately, in my opinion. But, everybody's entitled. She's doing her fitness model thing. She has a little over 250,000 followers on her Instagram. And for her to be talking trash about Dr. Heavenly's wigs and stuff, that one that she just was sporting looked like it was a very nice one that could have been from the shop.
But
And
something you
then
did to me,
This
That
one,
just don't
that
make
looks
sense
very
to me, bruh.
synthetic.
Like, how you mad at me for being mad at you for something you did to me? That just don't make.
Right. Okay. And then did you guys see that Dr. Contessa and Dr. Eugene and Toya all went to like Italy together on a trip and posted the whole time they were there. And then who else do we have? Then we have another doctor. So let's look now at who has the most followers of everybody. Who's the most popular girl in the room? Who's the smartest? Who's the most popular? Who? Oh no, I didn't put the sound with it. That was hilarious. I can't believe it. Wait, I'm gonna play it for you guys. It was hilarious. Let me see. Go back here. Albums. So you guys, they're just freaking hypocrites, in my opinion, and they need to have the same energy for everything else that they do for uh, Dr. Heavenly. Yeah, have that same energy for each other. Oh, I hope this plays. The sound didn't translate, you guys. Here we go. So either you got, but she says he has not changed in 10 years. So either you got to make a change, or, and this is why she don't like to talk to me about it, shut the up about it. If your man was disrespecting you, not saying that Scott is doing it, but he is. Men do what you allow them to do. That's absolutely right. No way. Make it make sense is in the house. Is that it? So Tess, this is what you mad about. This is what you're doing at your house now. You can't call me in 5 months, but you're gonna show this to everybody. This is what we're doing. Wait, I showed it to everybody, and you showed it to everybody? No. You're showing it in your house to everybody. That's what I'm saying. You got a problem with me? YouTube is not everybody. We can talk. Do you want to talk to me? Exactly. Were you talking to? Now you want to talk in fight? My fight was Sam. Emily, you look real good, Tess. I thought we were real friends. Oh, you not run. This is serious to me. We want to talk about you. You're mad about your words. You're mad about your words. Can I say one thing? I'm not mad about my words. Every word I said, I meant it. You're married. That's what I'm saying. You need to stay out my motherfucking marriage. And you've been doing this for years. And you're trifling for it. You're trying to own your and your husband. He have a married. Let me say this. Is there any way we can get to the focus of why we're here? The focus is everybody talk about everybody. I do it on a platform. They do it behind people's back. It was funny. It wasn't funny. Your marriage is not funny. You waited 5 months. Yes, let's go outside. No. Yes, let's talk about this. No, because you're going to bring me 5 years to do this on camera. Chance. You did this. I know. Everybody nothing about our relationship. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I swear to God, you did. Everybody ever did. You did that. You guys, you guys, that was hilarious. That dude is his freaking Larry us. OMG. I love his TikToks. I don't even know his name, but if you see him, subscribe to him. He's hilarious. Let's see. Is this gonna? No way. Oh wait. Okay, wait. I have to do this. Make it make sense is in the house? No way. I appreciate you for stopping by. Make it make sense. If you don't know, then go find out over there and make it make sense. We love him over here. Thank you for being here on this good Saturday morning. We just over here recapping that season 9, episode 3 of Married to Medicine when they ambushed Dr. Heavenly. And so our words of the day, if you don't know, people, are ambush, friend, wolf tickets, and advice. Those are the words of the day because of this episode. Now, here, let me get back to this because it's super pertinent. It's super important. Okay? Because Dr. Heavenly had some valid rebuttals to what happened at Dr. Contessa's. Okay. She had some valid rebuttals, and let's see what those rebuttals were. Like, and if you think these aren't valid, then we're going to have to talk about it a little because, of course, I think it's valid. Let's see. I'm going to wait for the sound to catch up. Go a little forward. That was so funny. Okay. Let that go.
All of my videos, she's been on my YouTube discussing her marriage, right? No tea, we got receipts. Y'all ain't gotta believe shit I'm saying is on there, right? Go back and look at them, right? But on the uninterrupted friendships, y'all gotta think this show ended with her filing for divorce. I'm gonna talk about your shit now. You were talking about it for divorce, right? I'm on the phone with you months later. We still friends. I done put these YouTubes out for months. You done
She
seen them.
did
And
say
if you
that.
ain't seen them, you had to have seen them, or you saw a clip and didn't look at the whole thing without talking to me, because all I did was uplift you on these YouTubes. Go back and look at them. Look at them. Sometimes I look back and I say, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have said anything about Contessa. Maybe honestly, I wish I wouldn't have said anything. I really wish I could take that back. And I have to own that, yeah, I've said things. We've all said things, but I have to own the things that I've said. I stand by the shit I've said. I ain't never lied on none of y'all. I haven't. But Contessa, you done lied to me. Either you crazy as hell for holding on to this for 8 months, wanting, and then bringing out of the intervention with everybody there rather than having a conversation with me, woman to woman. But this is the caveat, y'all. When we were at Anila's house, this is the first episode, y'all don't get it. She said, Heavenly, I don't want to argue with you. You're my sister and I love you. That's what she talked.
Okay.
That's what she talked. Basically, 45 version.
So that's what her rebuttal was. I think it was valid, you guys. Now, do you think those are valid points? The people came on her channel and talked about each other also. The people came on the channel and talked about what she answered when she was asked questions. I mean, I don't see the problem with any of what's been going on. Look at Toya's thirst trap pictures. That's from her on deck with Dr. Contessa and their family when they were traveling. And then she took pictures with these bags about Louis Vuitton. And then watch, the next picture is the men taking pictures with the same bags because everybody's flossing. One thing she gets she might even went in the store and just asked, oh, can I have a bag? How much is a bag? Yes, I mean, the whole cast has talked about each other. They're annoyed that Dr. Heavenly has a huge platform. Exactly. She has more followers. She has more going on. She has like a stronger bond with her, and Dr. Damon are a solid united front. You know, her and her kids, you know, they're not out here running these streets. They're good kids. And she's just living her best life on her 47 acres in her 14,000 square foot house with tennis courts and swimming pools and a lake. That's how she's living. And they're all mad about it. Okay. There's another thing that she says in here. Let me see if I can get to it because there was a
follow her heart, but she says he has not changed in 10 years. So either you got to make a change, or, and this is why she don't like to talk to me about it.
I can't let that play without my face over it.
If your man was disrespecting you, not saying that Scott is doing that, but he is. Men do what you allow them to do. That's absolutely right. I ain't saying shit wrong yet. But he's not going to change.
Okay.
Is that it? So Tess, this is what you mad about? This is what you're doing at your house now? You can't call me in 5 months, but you're going to show this to everybody. This is what we doing.
Wait, yeah. I showed it to everybody?
So I don't think that she was wrong.
To everybody. That's what I'm saying. You got a problem with me?
I don't know. I guess I'm just 10 toes down because I don't think that she was wrong. I feel like she was here, we'll let this play like this. I feel like how is she wrong, Mims? Let's go there. Because first off, I agree with what Ebony's saying. So the whole cast talks about each other. They're here to talk about Heavenly talking about them. Period. Bottom line. It's about talking about them. We've established that they do it, that Heavenly has a huge platform because we just went through their social media numbers. So Dr. Whitmore is only able to talk trash to her almost 500,000 followers, whereas Dr. Heavenly has 100,000 subs plus on YouTube, plus 1 million on her IG, plus so many on her Twitter. So they're hating. So when we come now to Make It Make Sense, who I love, how is she wrong for doing what they do? And now Ebony's coming through. To Heavenly's credit, when she goes live and takes questions, it's the YouTube viewers who may ask shady questions. I like it when celebs try to connect with us. Yes, I love the accessibility of some of these celebrities, and it makes them feel like even more real because you can relate to them on even this level. Okay, so Make It Make Sense says, I don't have friends like Heavenly. Unless you tell me what's really going on in your marriage, you don't speak on mine. I would annihilate Heavenly and Damon from the marriage to the house. To her whole squarehead family. Okay, let's dig in here, Mims. Why would you do that? You don't have friends like Heavenly. So we've established that everybody does it to everybody. But you don't have friends that are successful with a wonderful business acumen, that teach what they know and want everybody to raise up, that freaking speak life into their marriage and respect their husband and encourage their children and support their community and has many multiple businesses and gives back to the community with free makeovers or whatever, and opened a business to help teach her own seed daughter the principles of business. And so you don't have any friends like that, Mims? I don't know because I don't see much wrong with her. And you don't have any friends with 47 acres and 14,000 square feet with tennis courts, swimming pools, and a lake at their house. And you don't have any friends that have a beautiful Black family that loves each other and respects each other and doesn't do too many embarrassing things that we've ever heard of and stays out of the way of the law. And I'm just not sure. Oh, look. Oh, here he comes, you guys. And Philly Diva. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, no, I'm technically at
Okay.
work.
Okay.
I didn't stepped away from these reports. It's not that I'm not fair game, but if you have not elected to give anything substantial about your own reality and your own marriage, then you are not qualified to talk about me and mine as a friend. Flat stop, period. I love Heavenly because she's messy and she's good for the show. And I like other people's mess and drama. I built a whole YouTube around it. However, in my real life, you can't tell me, or I can't have a friend who does not confide their reality to me, telling me about what my reality is as it pertains to my family. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the caveat.
Well, how do we know that has not happened? Just because she hasn't done it on camera doesn't mean that she has not confided in the women who she considered her friends at one time. And we see in the previews also that Contessa insinuates that she has something to say over Heavenly too. So there may have been confidence at one time.
Okay, well, that's the thing. As of right now, Contessa has alluded to the fact that Heavenly has not. You can't really mess with a friend group of intellectual doctors. Those little side games that she plays with Toya and Quad and stuff like that, she's
Yeah.
not able to play those with these very intellectual women. They definitely chop Heavenly down when they say, well, you're not telling us about yours. I like Heavenly, but I'm a straight shooter, pow pow, and anybody can get it. And if Heavenly was my friend,
Pow,
I
pow,
would have
pow.
I would have wore them all out. And yes, they all have square heads, including them children.
Yes. Squareheads. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
Because now
God.
all I can see is SpongeBob SquarePants. So thank
I
you.
know, right? Oh my God. Oh my God. I love her family and everything. Okay, so Gabrielle says
Heavenly may never
exactly.
hear this, so
Oh,
you
actually,
can
actually, I'm working on something. I'm working on something. I hope she does hear it. I'm gonna post it to her page. Look,
you're gonna post the squarehead comment to the page. Don't do
it's
that.
all gonna be in the live. It's gonna
This will
be in
be.
this live.
Don't do that.
Oh my
No, because we love
gosh.
Heavenly. We don't
We
want her to
love
I
we're
harm.
do
heavenly
love I
lovers.
do love Heavenly,
Like,
Yeah.
I think here's the thing.
but don't
All
put
of
that
the
squarehead comment in there.
How do I edit? I'm gonna have to learn how to edit that stuff
You're
out.
gonna have to send her a clip, but not
get
that
there.
clip.
We'll send her a clip. We love Heavenly. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
the biggest issue though is that when these women open themselves up to reality shows, I'm pretty sure all of them except Dr. Heavenly has had a public embarrassment of some sort with their husband.
Yeah.
Now, Mariah did come and say, do you want the receipts? So there is that. Wait a minute. Does Mariah really have the receipts, or did she just say no? She didn't have them. Because
Uh-huh.
she's an EP. Like there are things that kind of swirl around out in the Atlanta streets, but it really hasn't been confirmed the way the rest of the wives have. Like all the rest of those husbands, they've admitted that
right? I'm saying this over and over to y'all, right?
Okay, here.
Yeah.
Wait just a second.
But let me talk to you about
Feeling like Heavenly was coming for her all over a little old emoji.
I literally thought you was calling me smelly.
You showed your hand last year. Don't try to act like you're above.
See, and how they can all go super low at times. And
It's different when you are supporting me publicly and talking about me publicly about my family. It's different. Larger, you can be 10 toes down, but you have to acknowledge that from this show.
Oh, here we
It's
go. Here
not-
we go. Here we go.
Say you
And
got
let me
kids
tell you-
as if I'm the one that put your shit out there. I didn't, y'all. I didn't. I swear to God. I swear to God, I didn't put her stuff out there. I was very light on Contessa, in my opinion. Somebody asked me if she was being abused, right? And I said, not this emotionally. Go back and look at it.
Answer your
Yeah,
own.
verbally,
Answer questions
we
about
saw
your
it,
own
right? I'm
life.
saying this over and over to y'all, right?
But the
Answer
question wasn't
questions.
about her
It's
life.
not
When
a-
people
and-
ask her about her life, she does. This whole situation is
When
because she
people
got
ask
asked
her
the
about her
question.
life, Larger, you have got to be kidding me. I know that you're eccentric and
Many of these
eclectic, but
ladies asked her about her life and she didn't
when
share.
is she going to give you her reality? It's the same thing. Who is this like? There's somebody else who's like this, who speak on everybody else's reality, but never actually talk about their own. Garcelle.
Well, I was say, was it Lisa Rinna?
It's Garcelle.
Oh, Lisa Rinna
Lisa will
Rinna
sell
does
out her children in a heartbeat. She'll sell out elements of her life. Heavenly has never shared anything critical about what's going on in her life. Everything
That's
is
not
perfect
true.
with that.
That's not true. She shows us
When she
her
went
work.
when
That's not.
when she went to
Stop it.
Miami and was really going through that trauma with
Yeah,
how
with
her
her
mom,
back life.
her mom was, I don't
That
want to
is
say
nothing pertinent to
That's
what's going on now. That's like Marlo.
but
Marlo will
that's
give you her
everything
sob
about
story.
why she's the way she is. I mean, don't we all have to look at
No, Marlo will give you a sob story because that makes her
how is
look
that a
good
sob
now.
story? That was
Heaven-
legitimate storyline for that season.
Are you Curves? I know you like to play with me a lot.
I do.
I know you're playing with me right now when you say that is steering the audience to say, oh my God, Heavenly came from such dire straits and look at her now. Marlo, oh my God, I was in so many group homes and look at me now. That is reality show 101. I'm gonna give you my stop story so that I can act the fool now. It makes me look good and it makes me look super accomplished. I didn't even have a window. Stop it. I love Heavenly, but I can see through it because I've watched reality shows for now the last what 30 years. I was watching Real World with my sister as a kid. I was like
So
5, 6 watching Tammy Roman, watching Eric B. I mean, you know how to play the game. And I think what happens a lot on these shows is we love somebody so much that we give major concessions to them. Whereas if a character that we didn't like did the same thing, we would
well, yeah, I
crucify
mean
them.
that's like a bias. Obviously, I'm biased. So, but I still am not really. I hear what you're saying. I can see how there have been reality stars that have not shared anything at all, and I don't feel like Heavenly is that person. I
They
feel
make their
like
bread and butter off of they
her
make
and
their
Dr.
bread and
Damon
butter.
show up. They show interaction with her and her kids. They show her and her business. They show her life on equal with the other ladies. They show Dr. Jackie's business. They show her and Curtis walking out the house. They show Dr. Simone joke with Cecil. They show Simone
They
being
showed Dr. Simone almost break up with her husband. They showed
because
Dr.
that
Jackie getting
happened
cheated.
because they had issues in their marriage. Dr. Heavenly hasn't had that. So
That's a fully realized reality star.
but
Dr.
is that
Heavenly is
But
Lisa
so
Rinna.
you're saying for her to be a fully realized reality star, she has to have problems in her marriage. She has to have a husband who,
You like Rinna? You like
uh,
Rinna?
no, I do not
Rinna,
subscribe to Rena. I do
tell
not
me,
subscribe to
tell
Rena.
me, tell me that Rinna is not the same character as Heavenly. Rinna's
She's
bread and butter on this show. She
Now,
doesn't
now,
show her.
now, now, Curves, I'm
no,
gonna have to disagree with you there.
she's
Thank
not
Brenda,
you.
no,
on.
no, 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 no.
How do you
Brenda
feel this way?
absolutely is Heavenly's counterpart.
How
Now,
so?
now, Rena is definitely vulgar differently. She's vulgar
Is she?
differently. I think she's vulgar differently, but I'm not saying that they're neither. They're two sides of the same coin.
So are you guys implying that Dr. Damon is equivalent to Harry Hamlin
I
being in the
am not.
Kanata Mountains with
I
whoever he in the
absolutely
Kanata
am not.
Mountains
No,
with?
that's
I'm
What
not
are
not.
you
saying
No,
nothing
saying?
about Dr.
no.
Heavenly and
You're
Dr.
being
Damon's
Because
too
she
marriage.
literal.
I
gives
love
us
it.
access to
You're
her
being too
husband,
literal.
and
You're
her
being too
husband
literal.
is accessible.
You're
I don't feel
purposefully
like
being literal. You're being
I
you're being
don't I don't
you
feel like
Larger, do
I
you
don't
work for Heavenly Beauty? Be honest.
If so, can you get me a new wig?
I know I want a headband wig if it could fit over my locks.
Okay, I think you work for Heavenly Beauty. You know exactly what everything that you just listed about Heavenly. She shows her children. So does Rena. She shows you times with her marriage. So does Rena. Does Rena ever tell you anything that actually went home or that went on of any significance with Harry Hamlin other than how much she loves him, how great he is,
And that
with
he's
a
going to
great
work in
celebrity?
Canada again.
Damon
Well,
can do whatever he wants, but there
exactly.
are issues that they have in their marriage. You think that, if anything, because maybe their marriage is semi perfect, but I guarantee you, at some point,
There has been
Dr.
issues.
Damon has had to sit Heavenly down and said, "You're out of line for this. You're out of line for that. You can't control this part of my life." And that's what the audience wants to hear. For us to fully be invested in who Heavenly is as a character on this show, as opposed to stirring up drama with other people. And you have to see what me and Philly Diva are saying. I want you on my team
I'm
because
not
you are
seeing
10
it
toes down
because
for this woman.
Right?
I'm not seeing it because the part that was shared was because of trauma in their marriage. If there was no trauma to share, then why is it bad that you talk about the
I'm
good?
not even saying
And
that
she
there's no
also
trauma.
says,
There's no difficulties. There's no you agree with
Aren't
no,
you
each
she
and
married?
says,
everything I
she
do.
says, she totally says, my marriage isn't perfect, but I
But
say
she
it
doesn't
is. She
show it.
says that,
But
but
So
she
she
right
doesn't
doesn't
show
there,
it.
show it.
And she
I
says
say it
that she's not
is.
gonna sacrifice her relationship for anybody's TV.
Then get
Because
And
off the show.
I
there
don't
you,
think
you
she needs
literally
to
took
get
a
off
word
the
right
show
off.
though, because the show
Or not even get
is
her off the
married
show,
to
but make her a
medicine.
friend of. Make her a friend of.
But it's like kind of like we're expecting this cast to have to form and move like a housewives cast. This show is about being married to medicine. This show is about being a wife and a husband of somebody in the medical industry. This isn't necessarily about those aspects of life unless they come up and you want to share. She's showing us how she's married to medicine by showing us her dental practice.
But
And
that's the thing. Okay.
you see what I'm saying?
To your point. Yes, she is showing us how she is married to medicine through the medicine, through her businesses, through her philanthropy, through all of those good works. And I understand that aspect of it, but that's only an aspect. And I also understand wanting to protect her marriage because so many couples get divorced in reality.
Because they overshare, right?
However,
but you're speaking on everybody else's oversharing.
We're literally
because they overshared. It was their choice to share it.
But they're showing conversation. They're showing the kid, the nanny getting fired. They're showing something. Anytime you see Dr. Heavenly with the kids, it's just her and daddy's going, hey, bye, and doing his own thing. Like there is no interaction between them. So we don't know other than Heavenly's word and how they act at parties.
And she already said she's not going to give us reality. She's going to say everything is perfect. Her children are perfect. Her marriage are perfect. But I'm going to talk about your marriage to the 10th power.
Not even your marriage, just what you present, because I don't present anything for you to counter it with.
So you want her to give up some dirt so that they can all talk about
I don't want her to give up dirt. I want her to just show us her life. That don't necessarily have to be dirt. But if there's
if Heavenly was so entertaining, because I really got to go in a second. If Heavenly was so entertaining and her lifestyle, which to be honest, I'm sorry, Heavenly's lifestyle was the least fabulous of almost any of the characters because she had her house is dated. She had to change it when she saw that it was dated. When Heavenly came on, she thought she was perfect. And as you can see, everything about her life is incrementally changing. She's updating parts of that house. She's updating her hair, her clothes, her body, everything.
Everybody glows up.
But everybody evolved.
All I'm saying, no, you're okay.
But she started with the most, though. I mean, what is it? That's like Wendy having 5 degrees.
You're not even hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying that what you said was Heavenly is great as is because she's showing you what the fabulous lifestyle of being married to medicine is about. And I'm telling you right here and right now that if Heavenly was so fabulous and great, she would have her own show, i.e. Judge Mathis, i.e. Any of these reality stars who can pull it off on their own. Heavenly, like Tiffany Pollard, Heavenly, like Tammy Roman, Heavenly, like all of these super vivacious reality stars need an ensemble cast because her life and what she's showing you it pales in comparison to the drama she adds to the show by exploiting everything else everyone has said on these shows. And I know you know what I'm saying. You're super loyal.
I hear you.
You are super loyal, and I love that.
I hear you, and I
need you on my team.
Right? Well, you're on my team. I'm on your team. I love your POV. We can agree to disagree. There's enough room on right for everybody. I'm completely right in my mind, and that's what matters to me. And you're completely right in your mind, and that's what matters to you. And that's all that really freaking matters. You know what I'm saying?
Kenya Moore hair care in Heavenly Beauty.
Is Kenya Moore? I don't know. That would be in addition to her CVS, right? No way. Shannon Van Pop.
Hey, Shannon.
No way. No,
I know you know what I'm talking about. Philly Diva, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're putting down. And the thing is, like, in this vein, wait a minute. Is this me?
Thanks for being here, Shannon Van.
Okay, that's the sound effects. I'm like, wait a minute, do I got a bad
Sorry, that was a clap in, Philly. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying. The thing is, all of these things are true. All of these things are true. We just feel them a little bit more differently. Right. And I understand her protecting her marriage. And
me too.
Like, I get that. However, you got to give us something. You don't have to give us everything. Protect your marriage, yes.
Or be fabulous. Protect your marriage, but don't talk about the other girl's marriage just because they put it on the show. That means that they're actually putting in the work.
On the show,
and
exactly.
One thing that I can tell you that is very noticeable about Heavenly and her relationship with Bravo, they don't like her. I think that Heavenly is becoming more of like a fan favorite, and so they tolerate her. But there's no reason why Heavenly should have been second seat to Eva on Watch What Happens Live if the network liked her. Because Watch What Happens Live isn't just about Andy, it's about the optics for the network. And she was second chair on a hit show while Eva was fired and is on Peacock, and they put her as first chair.
I look at the seating on there a lot, Mims, and I think the same thing sometimes. But then there is like bona fide stars that end up in the second chair next to like a housewife, and I'm like, eh. So
that's good
sometimes
for the network.
sometimes
Yeah.
in my mind, I feel like whoever runs out there and gets the chair first is who gets the chair. Because I don't necessarily think that first person should be in that chair either.
It's
But
usually the
at
housewife
least she
who
was the
shows on.
first person on the show, though, to be on Watch What Happens Live. So that means they are invested in her, regardless of the chair she was sitting in. She was the first person from the cast to be on the show. Bam.
Andy gave it to her. Like Andy gave it to her. I think that
Because Andy loves the shady bitch.
Heavenly's my favorite, but like I said, I'm a straight shooter, and the expectation for a reality star, like Andy has said a million times, is you actually have to show your reality. Now, Rinna gets away with it year after year because of the, like, are people doing coke in your bathroom and stuff like that. She goes extremely low. It's great because that becomes a meme. That becomes what's talked about at the water cooler. But in terms of Rinna, she's extremely guarded with her relationship, to the point where she was going to choke Kim for
She
talking
had her
about Harry.
hands around her throat. And all
Yeah.
she says was, you don't want to talk about the husbands.
Yeah.
And she doesn't.
Well,
but everybody
and
else has to, where there's
And
a
to
divorce.
Heavenly's credit, when Mariah did imply she had receipts on Dr. Damon, she didn't say nothing. Because she doesn't respond well to lies. That's what I feel.
Vanderpump was guilty of it too. Vanderpump absolutely guilty of it too. Vanderpump would be so low as to put those Us Weekly magazines with that transsexual woman who alleged that Mauricio had a fling with her in Brandy's bag to talk about it on the trip. But you've never heard anything about Ken ever, other than him walking in with that dog or he needed his hip replaced.
Right.
Never. And it's not fair. And those are the characters that I typically don't like. But for some reason, I love Heavenly.
Well,
I can't get enough of Heavenly.
Because she's freaking lovable. Just a second, you guys. Look who just walked in. No way. Just simply popped freaking in. No way. All my faves are here. Here at Larger Curves, I really appreciate you guys for taking your time out with me today to even discuss these things, because we got discussions to do. Philly Diva, what do you have to add?
Well, here's the thing. My favorite on Married to Medicine is actually Quiet. And when Mariah was on, her and Mariah were a very close 1 and 2. And I was really salty that they couldn't mend their relationship. However, I'm on one instance, I am going to be Team Heavenly, because Heavenly talks about everybody. Simone actually talks about people the worst.
She does.
And I'm just going to say that she is absolutely disgusting with her words. She calls people foul names, and Dr. Jackie's not too much better either with the MRS and you know what, sis? Somebody MISS was all up on your mister. You better quit it. You better quit it.
No, I love her. So friendship over Philly Diva.
Oh no.
Well, listen, you better tell her to mind her manners.
She does.
And no, here's the thing.
She's nice nasty.
You can't
She's
downplay
there
the
it
fact
is.
that I'm not a doctor.
There it is.
Don't downplay the fact that I'm not a doctor and say that I'm not as equal to you. I'm just a Mrs. Excuse you?
She did it to Heavenly too. That was the most epic read ever because it was an intellectual read. Do y'all remember at the reunion where Dr. Heavenly was like, I'm a doctor too. I'm just like you. And nice nasty Jackie touched Andy on his leg and was like, Andy, if you were on an airplane and you were having a heart attack, would you want a gynecologist to help you or a dentist? And Andy said, I guess I would go with the gynecologist. And she said, let the record state that
Mhm.
Andy would want a gynecologist to help him and not a dentist. We can move
Yes,
on.
that was
That was
hilarious.
It was like,
epic.
oh, she will read somebody down to the ground and in the
Epic.
most sweet Southern way.
Epic.
Absolutely. And she's really, Dr. Jackie is so smart.
I love
And
her.
I really like Dr. Jackie. I just really think she ought to pay a little bit more close attention to her husband versus what the
Right?
girls are saying. That's
Oh, I
all.
think she's a snooze fest in bed.
Oh,
She's so sexy though. She
she's a
was very
beautiful woman,
sexy at
nice
that
little body.
fashion show.
Yeah,
She looked so sexy in her
she's
little
hot.
diamond cutouts.
She better learn how to climb that man
Hmm.
before another girl do.
I mean, she's a she's a she's
Mhm.
a one position wonder. But okay, I gotta go. Y'all about to get
Thank
me
you,
fired.
ma'ams, for
Thank
coming
you.
in. Love
Bye.
you. Bye.
That's going to be my new term, a one position wonder.
A one position wonder. That's hilarious. We should get shirts made. One position wonder.
Not a one position wonder.
That's hilarious. So, okay. So Philly Diva, the words of the day were ambush, friends, wolf tickets, and advice. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question for each one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that shady advice is acceptable sometimes or never?
I'm going to be honest. It depends on the person and the relationship that you have with that person. And I'm saying that because I give shady advice,
Right?
but I don't give advice. That's where I'm different. Don't ask me for my opinion.
Right.
I don't tell you my opinion. Like, I don't give my advice. If you ask me something, I'm going to honestly tell you, and we're going to talk. And occasionally, I would drop a couple of nuggets of shade, surrounded by a whole bunch of gems.
Right.
But that's just my
Exactly.
personality and how I am. And if you're my friend, you understand and know that. And that is what happens in a real sisterly kiki, which is what I'm really like. I think they're finding out. Nope, we're not friends. We are coworkers.
Exactly. Okay.
Because I think there were times where Heavenly and Contessa had those sisterly relationships off camera. And Heavenly did not mention those times on her YouTube.
Right.
On her YouTube, she is recapping the show.
Exactly.
She doesn't she's not even doing the YouTube when she sees it. She's because everybody knows she gets them a couple of days. Everybody gets the episodes a couple of days ahead of time. So you'll see the tweets and you'll see the memes, but you don't know what it's about until it comes out.
Yeah.
When she does it, people are asking questions and she's responding in the way Heavenly does. I can't get mad at that. But you can't also, but at the same time, you can't also get mad that I don't like it no more. I can outgrow it. I can be the one to outgrow this. And that got to be okay too.
Exactly. So like I said, there's enough there's enough room on right for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't ambush a bitch.
Oh no, they were wrong for ambushing her.
And that, seriously, I agree with her other statement about 5 months later. 5 months later, you want to bring this to me?
So you don't have a storyline, and this is what you want to do.
Yeah. So here's some more of what Dr. Heavenly said.
Yeah. And then they show a clip when they asked me, was a husband have something in his phone? It was a Freudian slip, y'all. Y'all probably ain't even gonna catch it, but she making a big deal about it because I said text with instead of DM. It was a Freudian slip, y'all. I ain't finna lie for y'all no more. I'm not lying for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry. And the problem is I go live and I tell the truth. And then I look back at it later and I probably shouldn't have said that. But really deep down in my heart, this episode hurt me. I was so hurt. I was ready to cry. And sometimes I look back and I say, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have said anything about Contessa. Honestly, I wish I wouldn't have said anything. I really wish I could take that back. And I have to own that, I've said things. We've all said things, but I have to own the things that I've said. I stand by the shit I've said. I ain't never lied on none of y'all. I haven't. But Contessa, you done lied to me. Either you crazy as hell for holding on to this for 8 months, wanting and wanting, and then bring it out of the intervention with everybody there rather than having a conversation with me woman to woman. But this is the caveat, y'all. When we were at Anila's house, this is the first episode, y'all don't get it. Contessa looked at me and I was like, girl, we got beef or something. What we doing? Because I didn't know we had beef. She said, Heavenly, I don't want to argue with you. You're my sister and I love you. That's what she told me. So I'm thinking like we good. So in order to invite me to your house to damn have an ambush, either you need this damn job, one or the other, and you gave up our friendship for that, or you kept DMing me, telling me we were okay and we were going to be okay and I'm sorry and all this, that, and other. And I did apologize to her as well. I'm confused. That's what I am. I have to say I'm confused, bitch, because what you doing is playing with my freaking mind like somebody does to you. And that's what a relationship of love is. Maybe that's you. I don't do dysfunction. I can't do it. I can't do dysfunction, toxic relationship where you telling me one thing and then coming back and saying another. I can't do it. I'm sorry, sis. I can't do it. So if you that mad at me for saying you were emotionally abused when all I did was uplift you. Listen, I used to tell Contessa all the time, you're beautiful. You're smart. You're intelligent. You can have any man you want, girl. You can do whatever. I did nothing but uplift that woman. I swear to God. I swear to God. For her to come at me, I was nothing but a friend to her. Nothing but a friend. For her to come at me like this on TV, honestly, I thought it was a storyline. I really don't. Till she brought her damn child down there. Then I said, oh my God, is this bitch psycho? But my whole thing is, I don't know who that bitch is, really. Because sometimes she's so nice. Then other times, I jokingly said she was Sybil, like multiple personalities, but that's my only explanation. Contessa is nice, intelligent, well-spoken, very cordial. Sybil is that insecure bitch that allows people to do anything to her. She just take it and say her feelings don't matter. And then she got another one. She call herself Chanel. Chanel, that low down dirty bitch that's gonna wait on you and get with Toya, who you don't even like. That's why y'all calling each other kids devils. They call, because you done talked about them people in front of them damn kids and they know it and have a damn desperate ass relationship with Toya. Toya got every reason to be mad. But bitch, you don't. I'm sorry, you don't. And I apologize. I hope that your marriage is well. I hope that you're doing well. You have beautiful kids. I hope that you will. And another thing that really fucked me up, and I don't think they showed this, right? Contessa started talking about finances. Like she was like, my house costs this, and bitch, you said you make more money than all of. I was like, what? When did I say that? Jackie had to remind me. She said, Heavenly, you said on Watch What Happens Live when they called you just a dentist. I said, well, yeah. I work less hours and I make more money as well. I never thought we were in competition, darling. I never did. Jackie make more money than all of us. I don't give a damn about the money, but you not winning. If Jackie number one, bitch, I'm number two. I didn't know. That's what I'm saying. That's when I had an aha moment. Like, et tu, Brute, you hating? You hating now. So you said a whole lot of shit in the midst of your anger to let you know that you was hating on me a long time before this. A long time before this. And that's why I say I hate hoes, because you could have somebody you bring in your corner. Now, Toya say, I ain't got no friends, right? Don't want none. Got about 3 or 4 good ones. Toya, them the bitches that's telling all your business. You wonder how we know all your business. It's all them hoes you meet at the grocery store. That's coming around telling Quad them all your damn business. The people in the neighborhood that's telling all your business, telling them where you at. I ain't going past the episodes, but they know there's the rumor out there about you cheating and what you doing. All your shit about your finances is out there in the streets, girl, because y'all all got the same builder. I ain't trying to go past the episode, but Toya, you don't need a lot of friends, ho, because all they doing is telling your damn business, getting drunk with you, and telling your damn business. Stay off them people, damn people. Them people not your friends, they telling your shit. Now I'm gonna take 2 or 3 questions and I'm gonna go head on, but my whole thing is I was broken. I was taken off guard. Contessa told me we were friends, and yeah, these hoes may need a job, they do, but I would not have given up my friendship with Tess for this job. I wouldn't have. And maybe it was her way of telling me, like, okay, we playing, this is a storyline by saying you love me. But when you brought your child down there, bitch, and told that little girl that's gonna remember this shit forever, I'm traumatized. I need therapy after this shit. I really do. Cause either you hate me and pretended that you didn't forever. Cause these YouTubes been out there for years, uninterrupted friendship. So you saved this shit, or you came in me in the storyline. Either way, I don't want to fuck with you no more. Either you crazy as hell, or you use that friendship for a storyline. One or the other. Y'all choose. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know. Honestly, I don't. And this is not the worst of it. Keep watching. Subscribe to my channel because I'm going to go live.
Okay, so that was Dr. Heavenly's freaking rebuttal after everything. Do you think she had a reason? Ooh, 11:11. Yay! Oh, and Lativia J is in the house, you guys. That's right. Lativia J came by to play. Now, do you think that Dr. Heavenly had a right to be upset? Or do you think that she's trying to play victim after the ambush? Hello? Is Philly Diva still here? Did they cut my stream for playing that? I don't know what happened. Y'all. I don't know what happened. I'm still here. 11:11. Okay, so I think that said a lot about what's going on.
Can you hear me?
Hello? Oh, she went out again. We'll just leave her right here. So then when she comes back, she comes back. But I think that Dr. Heavenly actually had a right to feel hurt about that. And it's not just because I'm 10 toes down. It's because Contessa could have talked to her 5 months ago, y'all. Contessa could have talked to her at Anila's birthday party, and instead of tell her that she loved her and that she doesn't want to hurt her, she could have said everything she needed to say instead of then ambush her at her house and then bring her daughter down. The editing, I would love for them to do a never before scene with the editing from that night. You know what I'm saying? That would be amazing, because the way it's looking right now, the people are either for the Dr. Heavenly or they're against Dr. Heavenly. And I'm about grace too. So I feel like we should have some grace for all the ladies so that they can heal. One thing I've consistently said that I love about Married to Medicine, y'all, is that, oh, you're stuck in the background? Oh, reset? Okay, so I'm going to remove your thingy from the thingy. Okay. No worries. That was awesome. I love that she's even here. I am like freaking starstruck right now that Philly freaking Diva is in my panel this morning, y'all. So, okay. And I love that you guys are here, my beautiful curvy community. Thank you for being here again. I hope you're smashing buttons, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. If you haven't already, ring my bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video. Okay. And I heard that sharing helps the algorithm and helps more people find out about us over here. But yeah, have you ever walked in a room and you knew them people was in there talking about you and they were supposed to be your friends? I mean, it all feels a little high school actually, but we've all had an experience like that, I'm pretty sure. In an office where you walk in the break room and all of a sudden everybody goes quiet. At school where you walk in the classroom and your little clique of friends turns around like, oh, is she here? I mean, we've all kind of had that experience, and it's not a good feeling experience, especially because, like she said, you could have talked to me about this 5 months ago. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'll paste this one more time. We have 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes is how many we have. I feel like Dr. Contessa did what she did to Dr. Heavenly, specifically to show Scott that she was had his back and is all in on their marriage. I feel like Dr. Simone is a flip-flopper because she did help set that whole thing up and then kind of sat there and then was like, oh, that was wrong. It was weird.
And played Boo Boo the Fool.
Yeah. And then I feel like Dr. Jackie was true to Dr. Jackie because she be texting Dr. Heavenly during her lives to tell her you're doing too much. And so I think she was just sitting there like, well, I told her it was probably going to happen, so let's get it done. You know?
And I think that what was funny about that was Dr. Jackie kind of knew what was coming, and she really held her accountable, especially because she mentioned her. And I think had Dr. Heavenly not mentioned Jackie, Jackie would have gave her a pass.
Yeah. I
Jackie would have
think
gave her a pass, and Jackie would have said, it's just Heavenly being heavenly, which she kind of did. Like,
he did say that, but I think
I
think that did sting a little to rehear that because that was from 4 years ago when she said that shit.
And that's the thing,
I mean?
like what Contessa did, and this is why she's Contessa. What she did was create a compilation of over the last 4 seasons.
Right.
And nobody said anything about when Toya went and got on her live, drunk as a skunk,
right,
with Dr. Simone, and was talking about everybody.
Right. I posted some of that last week in the last video.
Like there was that same energy
cruel in that. Ridiculously cruel. And like the side, at least like the shade, not like to me, I don't know. I'm not, they all do it.
They all do it. And the way Dr. Jackie and Quad approached the situation, you can tell Quad was not in on that joke. She was not in on that setup, and she looking around like, oh, this is going to backfire.
Yeah.
Ooh, this not what y'all wanted to do. Like, it's not going to give what y'all think it's going to give. And the fact that she was a friend enough to be like, oh, I do what? You know what? I'm sorry. I know you don't mess with married men. I was in there being messy, and that wasn't right.
Right.
And had Contessa approached the situation differently, I think there might have still been an argument, but it definitely would not have been this moment that's now going to take up probably 3 or 4 episodes and definitely burnt that bridge.
Yeah, it burnt the bridge and it exposed people for who they really are. I kind of agree with Heavenly that if you're willing to forsake our relationship, then that's part of why I respect Dr. Heavenly not chancing her marriage for this job. I respect that. I got to respect that because I don't respect Dr. Contessa using this friendship for her job. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's a really fine line. I get what you and Mims were saying about, she doesn't share, the deepest, darkest. She shows us the on top because they must have an agreement. And her priority, she let us know from day one, so we can't really be mad. We can't expect more than she already told us we're gonna get. And she already told us her priorities are her family. And that's what she's gonna protect at all costs. So why would she try to damage it in any way? And had Dr. Damon had any hint of a side chick, a butt naked DM coming through, anything. He doesn't even have social media, so he doesn't even open the door to that type of energy.
Which is smart.
You gotta respect a man like that. You got to respect that because a lot of men will try to chance it and then be down in Cecil's bar showing the butt naked pictures they got. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he doesn't even allow the space for temptation to enter their union because he equally respects what they have together. Like I love that they are backing each other. And I do, now that you mention it, see that it does kind of feel like Harry and Lisa, but nah, not
you
really.
ain't gotta like it. It's okay. But it's Harry and Lisa.
But no, I feel like it's less Harry and Lisa because we get more of Damon on a regular.
Here's the thing. It's Harry and Lisa when it comes to their marriage.
Yeah.
We get Dr. Damon at events.
Right. But
because Dr. Damon, Daddy's going to get that check. Right. I'm sure they get paid per episode too. Daddy's going to get that check. So, and you'll also see him interact with the husbands.
Yes.
Which is good. And you know that they have a genuine kind of
Right. Like I
friendliness.
love when all the men on Married to Medicine get together.
Yes.
I
I
love it.
love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So I get that. But that's
But
the thing,
as
like,
far as sharing the intricacies of
I don't even need the
stuff.
intricacies. How about the two of y'all, when the two of you were probably sitting down discussing their daughter's college applications? That would have been nice.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't always have to be negative.
Right.
When, I'm sure she went to the prom. We don't get
Right. Yeah,
any,
because she posted it on her freaking Instagram, didn't she?
Yeah.
Post her pictures.
So maybe that stuff will be further along, but I'm sure that there have been moments throughout their time on the show where there have been those kind of events. We don't get that. We don't get any type of interaction as a family union. Dinner, skating outings, like, they don't give us the family.
What would you ask Dr. Heavenly about that? Like, would you ask her why she isn't doing that? Would you?
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I would just want to know, why, because I'm not asking for drama. I don't want drama. If they have, if they had a heated conversation about their daughter going to a PWI versus a HBCU.
Right.
Let me get that, because that's not conflict, but it's a little more than surface.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking for, is just dig a little bit.
I kind of feel like they generally, and I've actually looked at that before. Okay, so I do understand exactly what you guys are saying now, because I've actually thought before, why don't we get more scenes with Heavenly, like, period? Like, we do just kind of show her with the ladies, passing through with husband.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see what's on the editing floor about Dr. Heavenly.
Yeah.
I'd like to know, is she sharing more and we're just not getting it?
Yes.
Or is she not sharing anything?
That's all I'm saying. It's not that I want all her deep, dark secrets like the other women do. No, that's because they already put their deep, dark secrets in there. And that's their choice. I am just saying, I think it would be more endearing, because we always get Spitfire Heavenly. We always going to get read a bitch down to the ground Heavenly. That's part of who she is. But I would love to see, I know she's a good mom. I would love to, I'm sure she is a good wife, because he don't mind calling her, like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's something fun and light and endearing and warm there. And I would like to see that. Mm-hmm. I don't want to see insecure Heavenly with Dr. Damon at the party. Mm-hmm. Because that's the only justification that we get, is seeing her, who they looking at big. And I'm sure that's not the only type conversation she has about or with this man. Like, give me more.
Right. Ebony M has a great point. Dr. Damon last season did talk about how he got pulled over by a cop, and how their son was crying about that. I suspect there might be more on the editing floor, Philly.
I think so.
I'm suspecting that they are editing Dr. Heavenly in the way that she's playing. Like, because I feel she's also said before that she understands her assignment, and that she came on the way she came on with her Spitfire comebacks and her talking trash and her red Solo cup, and she can't really change that. Not her red Solo cup. She used to have her coffee cup. Remember? Her coffee cup. She used to have her coffee cup all the time, and she came on like that, and she can't flip it up now because Dr. Jackie has her role. Dr. Simone has her role. She has her role. Quad plays a role, and they're all kind of characters, basically, to me, of themselves, where I would like a little more reality, because I want to know more about their family. You're right. I want to know more. I need to be satiated on my love for Dr. Heavenly, because if I love just the surface shit, imagine what I'll love if she tells us everything.
That's all we were saying. Like,
Mims, are you still watching From the Ethers, Mims? Did you hear? You got through.
I got her on board.
You got through. You and Philly Diva reined me in. You finally made me see the light. I'm still 10 toes down, and I want more. I want more. Okay. Well, the other word for the day was, do you think that the wolf tickets, what do you think about these damn wolf tickets? So I think the wolf tickets to me was her talking trash and people wanting her to want to fight about it. Okay. And people wanting her to want to fight about the words that she says. Now, what do you think about that, Philly Diva?
Well, see, my wolf tickets, when you started talking about that, I thought of them a little differently. When I think of wolf tickets, I think of my grandma's old saying, "Don't write a check your ass can't cash."
Yeah.
So when I heard wolf tickets, I thought of Contessa in this whole arrangement.
Yes. Exactly.
Not going how she really. This wasn't how she thought it was going to go. Like, I'm sure she thought, again, like it was going to be a moment, but I think that she thought everyone would be on her side.
Right.
I think she didn't think Heavenly would keep it as real as she did. Like, well, I said it. And laughed right beside her. Like,
yeah.
When she started laughing at her, like, harder at her own jokes.
Yeah. Funky Dineva did say in his thing that, because he knows Dr. Heavenly, he said that he talked to her about that and knows that was kind of like a nervous laughter, like, oh shit, these bitches got my tape and they're about to play it back. Oh shit,
And he also told her, you want to lose some friends, you can't have both.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so I think she understands the assignment. I can't have both. I may be able to have both, but I more than likely can't have both. So you already don't F with Toya, so okay, no skin off my butt. It's not like her and Anila was super close, and Anila was on the show, so Anila really doesn't care. She's there for some camera.
Anila doesn't care.
Yeah, she's there for some camera time.
Yeah.
And let's see, her and Simone go back and forth, like, so that's nothing new,
right? So
again, she, like, Contessa put all her eggs in this moment. One, probably to make it right with her husband.
Yeah, because it wasn't to make it right with Dr. Heavenly.
Yeah, not to make it right with Dr. Heavenly, to make it right. Like, this was a show definitely for her husband.
Yeah.
Because did you see how his face was when he pulled up? I think it was the first episode and the guy was training her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she absolutely had to put this show on.
Yeah, for sure. I feel the same exact way.
Yeah, so I think that she thought that the girls were going to say, yeah, Heavenly, you was wrong with this, which they did, but when they came at her correctly, Heavenly was like, you know what, you're right. But because Contessa then kind of saw that everybody wasn't on her side, you see her, but
yeah,
no.
Then she started like flailing. She was like, "Oh no, this isn't going how I need it to go. What can I do?
What can I do?
Attack!" She was like, and then throw the wig, storm off, scream in the hallway, grab my baby.
Yeah.
It's the same way she picks storylines. Pick something, lady. Like,
so that's when you said wolf tickets, all of that, you did all of that show, and for what? Because I still said what I said, and I'm standing in it.
Yeah.
You look like your husband's abusing you. If that's what the caller asked me.
Yeah.
I didn't say it. They asked me. I'm like, well, not physically, but y'all see what we see.
Right.
And it looks like emotional abuse.
I think that it was actually helping Scott by her emphatically denying any physical abuse, especially as a doctor, because Contessa was trying to play it like, and he's a doctor and she's damaging his reputation. Well, no, she actually helped fix it by saying there's definitely none of that, but your eyes weren't lying with what you saw.
Yeah. We all saw it.
We did.
We all saw him lie about the life coach. We all saw him with the chick in the phone. Like, we all saw it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, none of that was good.
None of it.
You gaslit your wife. And the only reason you decided to go to therapy was because she decided to file for divorce and put up the houses for sale.
Yep.
So she, Heavenly wasn't lying. Her delivery isn't, everybody's cup of tea, but that's because she's from the 305 and she has a Southern hard accent and don't give a F.
Right, exactly.
So,
and I feel like she's been conditioned into that, because what I'm hearing about when you're raised in the 305 is that you could develop this thick skin, because that's the way everybody interacts in society around you over there. So you kind of have to give as good as you can get. And even
you do.
Even if it's like a form of bullying, to me, I would feel like bullied.
I'm going to say this.
I don't play the dozens. I'll cry 3 your mamas in. and I'll leave. You know, like, I'm not like that. But
Heavenly and I
yeah,
are in the same age box.
right.
And I used to live in Florida. I used to live in Jacksonville in the early 80s, just before the crack epidemic, when I actually moved to Philly. I understand Heavenly. It is something different when you grow up in death, when you grow up in violence, when you see that, and people around you are now fighting for survival. We're fighting to get out. We're fighting to escape this mentality. It's a different mindset.
Yeah.
When you're from the inner city during those times, like, I'm sure people who are really kind of growing up in this opioid epidemic understand what I'm saying. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
So it
shapes who you become.
It shapes who you become.
Yeah.
So Heavenly, you gotta approach her slowly with kid gloves, because she's a sensitive soul.
Definitely.
With a big mouth.
Right.
Like, and people mistake.
And her defense is her big mouth.
And her defense.
That's her automatic defense.
That's why you have. I'm not okay. Guys, don't come for me in the chat. I'm not comparing Heavenly to an animal when I say this. But it's like when you approach a dog you don't know. You do it slowly, with your hand out and peacefully. You can't just jump up on it. And I think this ambush did not go the way they planned. And honestly, even if Contessa didn't know, Simone should have known better. Simone absolutely should have known better, because she was in on that.
Yeah.
Toya didn't care. Like, that's the thing. Toya doesn't care. Toya and Heavenly don't like each other. We all know that. She wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
But Simone and Heavenly are supposed to be working on a friendship. So that shows you how valid that issue is.
Well, I feel like Simone is just straight up, I don't know, it has a weird jealousy of Dr. Heavenly, that Dr. Jackie gives her so much time.
Oh, yeah.
That she is able to, like, just exist in their realm. And, like, because when they were the Trace Amigas that season, that was cute. And when she turned on Dr. Heavenly, I didn't understand that it was nothing but jealousy.
It was nothing but jealousy. Because not only was Heavenly relatively new to the show, but Heavenly is like a fan favorite and Simone isn't. Simone always yelling on somebody goddamn boat. Bitch, shut up.
Oh my God. She's so yelly.
I'm sorry. That was rude.
Yeah.
Thank you for not holding me accountable. Yes. That was. So that's what, you know what I mean? It's just really all in how you approach people. Like, and they did it effed up.
Yeah.
So you get what you got. Heavenly met you with the energy you gave.
Exactly.
You set her up. So now I'm defensive.
Right. Exactly. And I don't even know how you expected her to just, like, sit back and not be defensive. But the other word for today, so we went over advice. We're not giving any. We went over wolf tickets. Contessa was selling them. We did the ambush. It definitely was not an intervention. And now the last word is friends. How many of us have them? Let's be friends. Ones we can depend on. Okay. So I think, the dictionary doesn't know the meaning of friends. And if you ask me, I couldn't be much help, and neither could Contessa, obviously. Because I feel of everybody in the group, we did really see them. I thought it was a true forging of a friendship. I loved how they got over that initial season where they didn't get along, and the whole Contessa, and she was calling Dr. Heavenly fat and all of that stuff, remember? And then they grew out of that and they evolved into Contessa and Dr. Heavenly, a dynamic duo that we saw. And
they would check Toya every chance they got.
And every chance they got Toya's ankles. Oh my God. I was surprised she was walking fire. It was drastic. Her poor little bloody ankles.
Oh my God.
And then so to see this, and then to see how much we witnessed Dr. Heavenly try to help their marriage. We witnessed it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I was literally in shock when it panned out this way, and ultimately Dr. Heavenly is becoming the scapegoat. But let me share, you guys, personal experience does lend a good teacher in this regard. If you have a good friend, whether you're he, she, them, they, and they are in a committed, what they think is a committed, I'm doing air quotes, y'all can't see me, monogamous relationship with a quote unquote good guy, and you see some dirt go down, you see him at a club, you see her out with another person, you see him and her kissing in the rain, whatever it is, don't be the one to go tell your friend shit, y'all, because you will be the problem. You will automatically become persona non gratis, public relationship enemy number uno, because you had the eyes and the clarity to see what they were ignoring.
Let me tell you something, how to get around that. Okay. Let me tell you how to get around that ish. That's what we have phones for. What you do is you record. Nope, I'm not finished. Don't, because you're gonna laugh at the end. You record and you get as much detail as you can. And then what you do is create a dummy Gmail or Yahoo account. Once you create your dummy Gmail Yahoo account, you upload it from the library. From your phone to the library computer. Okay? Then once you upload it to the library computer, you email it to the dummy account. You then create a dummy Instagram account. Follow 50 people, preferably celebrities. You then go find your homie. You drop that in her inbox. 911, 911, 911. And you do it every day until she sees it.
Oh my God. Did you guys just take those notes from Philly Diva? Because she is trying to help salvage relationships when one person has gone awry and you
don't ask her nothing.
Don't say it.
Stupid.
Do not
say nothing.
You're
you practice
the
your surprise face if you have to. Like, don't say nothing. Like, wait a minute, what?
Really? What'd you say?
What'd you say?
Mark?
Yeah. So
that's really.
Don't let your friend be blindsided because they may never find out.
Yeah, because they need to find out.
Hands.
That is hilarious. Philly Diva, I would have never thought to go through all those things. I would have missed some steps. I would have been like, well, maybe I could, and maybe I could, but those were very specific steps, Diva. And because I lost a friend one time, well, just for a minute till she found out on her own. But when I tried to be the one to tell her that he tried to get at me when I was in the living room and she went to the bathroom, I was the slut. But when she saw him try to get at the person in the place when she came back from the bathroom, it was on and popping with that fool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, you can't tell a friend shit. Even if they are complaining to you, even if they are whining to you, do not be the bearer of the truth serum, because you don't have no vaccine for truth.
And you know what? Honestly, when they are venting to you, don't even agree with them. Don't agree with them. Don't give your opinion. Just say, I'm here for you.
Yeah. Ooh, you could say, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's very non-binary.
I'm sorry that you feel this way. I'm sorry you're so hurt.
Yeah.
Don't mention the other person. I have lost friends.
Right?
Like,
right?
I've had, I'm 40. I'm about to be 44.
No way. Your avatar is gorgeous. You look like 32.
Well, and that one I probably was, but no, but my IG pictures are legit. They're real. They're like right now.
Okay.
But no, like it's just, and I can't ever tell anybody to mind your business or to stay in your lane, because sometimes God will use you as a vessel. However, it's up to you to be smart.
Yes.
It is up to you to be emotionally responsible. Like, you gotta be emotionally responsible. How would you get this information?
Right.
Because you may not want it from your friend.
You may
not believe them.
Yeah, they're never going to leave, especially if they've been talking to you about it for 3 months. They're not going nowhere.
They're not going nowhere.
They're not
So,
going nowhere. They literally just want to vent.
so just let them vent, hold them, go out for drinks. Do not tell them anything negative about their man.
Yeah, and don't answer any questions on your YouTube.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But you know, one last thing, Dr. Heavenly did come back last night. She posted a YouTube premiere of behind the scenes on Married to Medicine, and she said she got the message. You guys will be happy to know that our Dr. Heavenly is a woman of evolution and can transcend situations by the evolution she ensues upon, because she got the message, y'all. Just like how I just saw the light, she saw the light. She saw the light too. She said that her light at the end of the tunnel was realizing who's the friends and who's not, and that you can't talk about your friends on social media, but if they're not your friends,
It's fair
they're
game.
fair game.
It's fair game. So Toya's gonna get her ass lit up.
And she deserves it. I'm tired of Toya. And
Toya's gonna get
Toya
lit up.
needs to actually, if she's going to be like, you came for my marriage, you make fun of my house to Dr. Heavenly, she needs to get at those producers always putting Toya's rental house every time we see that lady's house.
You know what?
That is so ultra shade.
That's so shady, and that's on those producers, because we'll never know that that's a rental house until
We
they
would have
tell us.
never known, or we would forget, but they remind us every chance.
They remind us every time. The rental
That
house.
is hilarious.
And the thing is, honestly, do they need a rental house with an elevator?
That was ridiculously.
You working this man to, you know what? Let me go ahead and meet your husband. Because he's going to rest with me.
That was too much.
He's going to rest. And I'm not saying that I'm going to steal her man, because I'm not that kind of woman. But he needs a friend to tell him, you don't need to work that hard.
Yeah, for real, for real. Especially
you don't need
for
to work
somebody
that hard.
who's ungrateful and is only going to spend as much as you make.
She spend his as fast as he can get it.
So I think he might spend it before, Philly.
Huh?
She spend it before. She spend it before he get it.
They just paid off student tax. What, 2-3 years ago?
Oh my gosh. It's going to happen again. They can't be leaving everybody paid. They can't. And this lawyer lady in the preview is going to go in on Toya with her receipts as an attorney.
I can't
wait. I can't wait.
Like, that's what I need, because everybody kind of reads Toya lightly about her finances. And it's really more so on what she presents.
Right.
But when you can come up with a read with receipts.
And you're an attorney, so it's
and you're an attorney. So women, so I know, I can't lie on camera.
Yeah.
Like, so what I'm telling you is actual and factual.
Actual and factual. I love it. I love it. And I love you guys for stopping in Larger Curves today. I would need to finish out. I need to go see my dad. I promise we go get barbecue and sit on a park bench later on, y'all.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm about to go buy me some medicine.
Oh, okay. Okay, I understand. I know all three numbers. Yeah. So I appreciate you, Philly Diva. Tell them where they can find you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Where can they find you?
Oh, you guys can find me on IG for right now. And I just started my my TikTok. It's not much, but it's gonna be popping soon. But Philly.diva. Not Philly Diva like it says here on the screen, because that is a beautiful young woman's hair salon and other stuff. She and I just have a similar name, unfortunately. But Philly.diva on IG and on TikTok.
Excellent. Thank you for popping in. Thank Mims for coming through.
Yes.
I want to thank all the people who were in the chat. Lativia, Ebony, we had Shannon Van in the house. We had Just Simply in the house. We had Gabrielle in the house. And I think we had one other person. I think we did. Where'd they go? Oh, that was it? Oh, I'm Marquis Register. Thank you guys so much for popping into Larger Curves today. I want to make sure that you are living your best life. I want to make sure that you are shining your light. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. And I hope you're letting your light shine too, because, hey, that's what we're here to do, the same way Dr. Heavenly is, okay? Okay. And Ebony M, I love you, girl. I wish you would have came up next time. We'll see. Oh, and I'm working on a super special guests, you guys. Hashtag Boopies, hashtag Joan said. I'm working on things over here. I might have a special interview for us next Saturday's live for this recap hour or two. And yes, no, I thank you for being here. Smash the buttons, tell a friend. I'm LRGA Curves everywhere, y'all, on Instagram, on YouTube. I got at LRGA Curves, no spaces on TikTok. My other TikTok is at the Andersons with 2 Z's. And then, yeah, I got www.largacurves.com. You guys come through. Come find me, support. I appreciate you guys. Oh, no, it's all about you guys. And Philly Diva, we will have to do this again. I love your POV. Love your POV.
Thank you
so much for sharing your time with me today. And you
Thank
guys
you
have a great day. Okay? I'll see you in
everybody.
the next video.